Hi, I'm WELS President Mark Schrader. It's true that the gospel alone has the power to create and sustain faith in Christ Jesus. It's also true that God asks us to use His gifts of sanctified wisdom and judgment to plan best how to proclaim the gospel in our context. The WELS National Conference on Lutheran Leadership was recently held in Chicago to discuss both of those truths. It brought together 1,300 lay people and called workers to talk about our mission, to share best practices for gospel ministry, and to enjoy Christian fellowship.
I know I don't have all the answers, and I know it's a really good thing to meet with other people that have other ideas.
Things for us to think about, take back to our churches and share. So many, just good thoughts and ideas.
The Leadership Conference provided the opportunity to talk about some of the major strategic challenges our church body is facing, like retaining our youth.
We have an epidemic of loneliness, and one of the greatest needs that we have right now is that the church really can be a place where people can meet their emotional needs, particularly their loneliness, and find a place where they can find a family that is there to help walk them through their doubts.
But select capable men from all the people.
About half of the attendees of this conference were lay people, and a major focus was how to better use their gifts and insights to do more gospel ministry.
I imagine that most, if not all of you, are serving as some type of leader or working with leaders in your congregations.
We had to lean on our lay leadership to get more involved in our outreach and Bible information class training and teaching. This is a really good idea just in general to broaden the ministry and to share the teaching of the small catechism with people that don't have any background in the Bible.
Lay people can teach the small catechism. We are members of the priesthood of all believers, and what Jesus does empower us through the ministry of keys for us to be able to teach and evangelize.
Another major focus of this conference was the importance of healthy congregational culture. Leaders helping shape how people think about gospel ministry.
And share a time when you experience the impact of an organization's culture.
For example, multiple presentations talked about the need to think about evangelism differently. Not so much as something the congregation does, but as something that we all do. Talking to people about Jesus as God provides us opportunities.
In order for our congregations to do evangelism to the best of their ability, we want to get all of our members involved in evangelism. The culture of a congregation is critical to its health and its ability to serve the people in its community.
Every congregation has a culture, and you're either shaping it or it's shaping you. It matters because it's these shared thought habits we have that just show up. And we might not even realize it gets in the way of us trying to get stuff done. And so if a congregation says, we'd like to be more outreach minded, and what are the thought habits that kind of get in the way? How do we look at change?
How can we not take that charge and move past the barriers?
Evangelism by everyone and for everyone. The conference included presentations that encouraged attendees to think about how they could better reach out to all people, including individuals from different backgrounds and cultures.
Take a look around the room, a look around your congregation, and if everyone looks the same, thinks the same, and talks the same, particularly when it's not focused on the gospel, because we know that's the one truth, then that's the opportunity to figure out a strategy to reach out.
The presentations discussed the large changes in the Christian landscape in America. Yet, they also stressed that, with the strength and courage Christ provides by His Word, we can look at those changes not so much as challenges, but as opportunities. This is our Lutheran moment.
What I think our world needs most right now happens to line up perfectly with some of the things that we do best as Lutherans. It seems to me that if you pay attention, you open your ears, you open your eyes, you see people raising questions and problems that the things that we know and believe as Lutherans are the perfect solution to. And so I wanted people to be able to see that and be excited about the fact that we have what our moment needs and what our world needs from us.
These topics and the many others covered at the conference were not just for one-time discussion in Chicago. They'll continue to be covered in upcoming Forward in Christ articles, as well as addressed in our Synod's long-range plan called Christ Through Us, which will be outlined at this summer's Synod Convention. You can watch several of the presentations from the conference at lutheranleadership.com.